lot of anxiety. I don't know if you can tell. It's all natural. Thank you. I don't really do anything for it. I've thought about it a lot. I really think there's only one real cure for anxiety, and I think that's death. So I don't want to die. I just feel like I'll be really calm, you know. I just feel like I'll be calm. And I think it's because I come from a mixed background. I don't know if you can tell. I'm a Southern Baptist Jew. So we had a menorah, but we also got beaten with it. So we were really bad. They left the candles lit. So they really covered all the bases. But before the job I had technically I still have that job, but we don't have to talk about that. Before that, I had a nanny job, and I worked for this kid directly. The parents weren't involved. And he was kind of a mean kid, you know? Like, basically, he was too young to drive, so he was too old to need a nanny. So it was just like, he just needed a buddy to, like, hang out with. And I would pick him up from school and drive him around and stuff like that. And then we would like play Call of Duty Black Ops. Are you familiar with this very violent video game? Yeah, you guys are really into it. It really triggered my anxiety, and so it was a lot of fun. I didn't know how to play, so I was like, just show me how to play. It would be really... And so he showed me how. Like, he told me to pause my character, and then he stabbed me with his character. So that was our relationship in a nutshell. So then I would pick him up from school, and he would say things to try to get my goat, you know? I mean, I don't have a goat, but no one says that anymore. But he was like, what do you hate more, black people who act white or white people who act black? And I was like, oh, I hate 12-year-olds who are racist. I was like, what is wrong with you? And he was like, I'm not a good person. And I was like, you're not a person. Like, you just got here like 5 minutes ago. How did you figure that out? So then I drove him down to Englewood, and I rolled down the window, and I had him repeat the question. So I don't know how the rest of his life will go, but I tried to help. So I'm not the mom. Anyway. So yeah, I have a lot of anxiety, as I mentioned, and my mom, she's a very interesting character. She's like a very dramatic person all the time. Like, she just recently sent me an email that she ended with, "Just trying to stay alive, Mom," which was better than her last email, which was, "I'm dead, Mom." No, she's not dying. She's just very dramatic about everything. And so recently my ex, not the space station one, another one, didn't want to be friends. And so I was very upset. And she gives a lot of very vague, sort of cliched advice in those moments. So I called her. I was like, Mom, I'm really upset. Greg doesn't want to be friends. And she said, Merrill, there are no absolutes. And I was like, does that mean we're out of vodka? Like, what does that mean? And then she said, one thing is for sure, nothing is for sure. And then she said, there's no business like show business. And I was like, are you a cliche robot? Like, what's happening? And then she was like, where's the beef? And I was like, that's an ad from the 80s. You're not helping at all. And then she was like, just do it. Just kill yourself. It's like a new Nike ad. It's very pro-suicide. It's very dark, obviously. But anyway, I do a lot of dumb things. I don't consider myself a dumb person, but I do dumb things sometimes. I was getting off the phone with the cable guy the other day, and I was like, love you, bye. And he didn't respond, but I called him back, and I was like, I don't love you. I mean, I don't know you. Let's go out and see. No, but he was like, I'm in India, and these calls are timed, so he hung up. So that relationship's thriving. No, and then I saw a billboard recently by Kaiser Permanente that I read as Deafy diabetes. Like, you definitely have diabetes. Or like the lady with the swimming goggles on the poster, Deafy has. I was like, okay, I guess we're just going to talk like this now. Like, the doctor's just going to walk in and be like, OMG, it's Totes lymphoma. And then walk out. Deafy AIDSies. But it was, it's Defy diabetes, and I'm blind. And my ex, who was with me at the time, he's a very intelligent individual, so he's definitely not going to marry me. So yeah. I'm selling CDs in case anybody's interested. Things are going great for me right now. They're not my comedy CD. They're just used CDs that I'm selling. I've got like some Depeche Mode, some hits the 90s, some Cranberries, you know. Don't let it linger because I really need your support.